When I think of my 20s, there is a lot of advice I would give. In fact, it's too much. But since you asked, if I was reflecting on that time, there are so many things I'd want to say. In your young adult years, you're building your life. You know, you're building your adulthood, and the lid has come off your childhood in some ways, and you look back at it differently, and it's hard. It can be hard to have compassion, and it can be easy to ignore because you're busy building your life. And so I would say pay attention to the stories that you're telling yourself because they might not be true. If I could talk to early 20s me, I would say you really were enough, and don't be scared of that. And don't make yourself small to make other people feel comfortable. It won't work. It doesn't work for either of you. Don't play dumb to be more acceptable. I think there was a lot of that. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be, so maybe I'll just be smaller. I'm not sure if this is acceptable. I'm not sure if this will get me a guy, so I'll just make myself smaller. And I would say 20-something me in the eye and say, I get it. And it is hard and it's lonely, but you dialing yourself down actually compounds the hurt. I think there's scripture and a kind of tone when I think of the things that help me understand how God had wired me. One was actually in Genesis, and it was specifically in relation to my identity as a woman. And I was reading the bit in Genesis about I'll make everything in the world's good. And then, that's a very quick version. And then it's not good for man to be alone. I'll make a helper suitable for him. And in some ways I'm like, I get it, but what? But then when you look at the word and what it means fully, and the word in the Hebrew is Ezer. I could be pronouncing it wrong. It's ancient Hebrew. I wasn't there. Ezer, and it's a combination of words meaning to rescue, to save, and to be strong. And even just knowing that was a game changer for me. I'm like, oh, so strength is in my God-given DNA. Oh, wait, we're image bearers? That means we're reflecting him. This is what it looks like. Well, that changes the game on who I am. But in terms of understanding God-given potential, understanding being an image bearer and reflecting him, and understanding that the way that we were wired was rescue, save, be strong. It's a verb as well as a noun. I remember Michelle Guinness writing about it, and it being to protect, surround, defend, and cherish. And I thought that is a very different picture rather than the help, you know? And because we don't live beyond what we believe to be true about ourselves, there's a difference there. It's a fundamental difference. So I think that was one that settled me and began me on a journey of not hiding who I was and calling it humility. Understanding the idea of Ezer and was important to me. Naming is a really powerful thing. And it's the first time we see God give a name to a woman and define her scope and her worth and her potential and all that she is. And actually it's in the light of how he perceives her. The more I've understood and seen this way that God names and God defines, and God naming in the Bible is a real powerful thing. It's like many cultures of the world today, that a name is more than just a reference point. It speaks to your purpose, your potential, your character, your place in the family. Ezer speaks to our place in the family, our operating system within the family. And it'll change us if we let it. I don't even just mean in terms of a position, just in terms of how we show up in the world and how we fully embrace all that we are in the world. I think it's just incredible.